If you're a marketer and you're not on Pinterest, then you're missing out on one of the biggest, most flexible and most powerful platforms out there. Pinterest may not be quite as big as Facebook in terms of pure users, but it's actually not as far behind as you might think. What's more, it has a ton of unique features that present excellent opportunities for the savvy marketer. The main problem that brands seem to have when it comes to Pinterest is that they don't see how they can get it to relate to them. Pinterest is very visual and creative. It's made up of images that people pin to their boards and that others can comment on or repin. So it clearly lends itself to companies that have an artistic, trendy, stylish or visual side. But how can this possibly be useful for a company that sells life insurance? Or for a blogger who is promoting the work online lifestyle? And seeing as Facebook and Twitter are so much bigger, does it really matter? Well, the first thing you should get out of your head is the idea that Pinterest isn't that big. In fact, Pinterest currently has 100 million users, which is pretty massive, and a subset of the market that you just can't ignore. Also interesting is that 85% of those 100 million users are female. This is quite unique for any social network, and it provides you with a great way to reach a female audience, something that a lot of blogs and brands could stand to do a little more effectively. 42% of all adult women in the US use Pinterest, which is massive, and actually 13% of men do as well, which is still rather significant. And while Pinterest has a ton of users, it also has the advantage of being a platform that visitors can enjoy without having to sign up. This means your potential reach is much bigger than you might have imagined. Pinterest is also one of the fastest growing platforms and is expected to acquire another 47.5 million users this year. So you need to be on Pinterest, and this is especially true once you realize that there are plenty of ways you can succeed on the platform, even if your niche isn't terribly creative or visual. Over the course of this video series, we'll look at some of the more creative and imaginative approaches that you can take to your Pinterest marketing, and we'll see how other brands have managed to take the network by storm. Better yet, you'll find that Pinterest is actually one of the easiest social networks to manage and maintain. The amount of time and money you'll invest here is minuscule, especially when compared with the amount that you stand to gain. This is a very high ROI, and it demands your attention. With that in mind, this series is going to act as your comprehensive guide to mastering Pinterest. By the end, you'll know everything you need to know to get set up and start building a massive audience. What's more, we'll go over some advanced techniques and strategies that you can employ to get one step ahead of the competition and accelerate your growth trajectory. You'll be armed with unrivaled knowledge of the platform, and you'll be poised and ready to become a real force to be reckoned with. Specifically, you'll learn how Pinterest works and what makes it different from other platforms, how to get started with your own Pinterest boards, how the top brands on Pinterest are making use of the platform, how to save time using plugins and other tools, how to market your Pinterest board through other forms of social media, email, and more, how to create stunning content that's destined to succeed on Pinterest, growth hack techniques for gaining more users more quickly, and what to expect from Pinterest moving